Hi, come on in, guys. Come on in. It's a whole new day. It's a whole new video, and I've got a whole bunch of news for you. Yeah, we got a little bit of everything in today's video. Little surprises, I think, maybe for you. I don't know. I've got my coffee because it's early. It's barely 7 a.m. Her Highness woke me up, and then, of course, after her needs were met, she's back on her bed, sound asleep. Ah, the life of a child. Mm. So how are y'all doing this morning? I hope you've had a good week. Not sure what day I'm releasing this. I'm thinking that I'm going to release this, that you're seeing this on the 5th, on Friday. But let's start with more breaking news. Once again, the electronics box has not been claimed. I left several comments on the posted comment on the video to the winner. She did not respond. I found her on Facebook. We've been connected on Facebook for a while. I messaged her through Facebook. She has not responded. It's been beyond the typical 48 hours that I usually allow for response. I did that though solely because there was a holiday weekend in there. I knew people were traveling. I wanted to be considerate and courteous, allow a little bit of extra time, but the box has not been claimed. So guess what, guys? The electronics box, as of this video, not what you might have put on the prior videos or any prior videos, they will not count. This video and this video alone is where you're going to put your comment, hashtag electronics, and this is where I am going to collect all those entries and use the random picker to select yet another winner for the electronics box. Now, please, a couple of basic rules. You must be a subscriber. I have a list of every single person that's subscribed to my channel. YouTube provides that so I can see if you're subscribed or not. If you place an entry and you're not a subscriber, I will first ask you in my response, are you a subscriber? Right? Hint, hint that you need to subscribe if you're not. But if you don't respond and you're not in my subscriber list, your comment will not count. I will remove that comment. This is a subscriber only appreciation box. This is to say thank you to everybody that's helped support my channel on the journey. Not for somebody to just pop in and think that they can get a free box. Yeah, I know some of you do that. My regulars don't do that. That's why it is a subscriber appreciation giving, right? You get it. Okay. I'm glad you do. All right. Basic rules. I don't care where you live. I don't care what country you live in. You know by now, if you've been following me, that that does not matter. You must be my subscriber and you must not have won a prior giveaway box. So far there have been 3 previous giveaway boxes that I've done. Those 3 individuals, you know who you are. You do not get to enter again. We got to give somebody else a chance to get a givey, right? It's only fair. Let's give everybody a chance. So one and done is how it goes in this corner. But there's almost 4,000 of you out there that haven't won Givey Box. I know that doesn't improve your odds much, but how many odds do you need? You can enter a comment up to 3 times. 3 separate comments. Hashtag electronics, not 3 times on one comment, 3 individual comments only stating hashtag electronics and no other additives around that. Because I will let you know if you say hashtag electronics, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to try to win this box. I'll let you know that it's an incorrect entry and to please resubmit. Once I see that you've resubmitted the correct entry, I will remove the original one so that it doesn't count as an extra one. I'm very, hate to say it, but I'm going to micromanage these entries because I want it to be fair for all you guys. I won't let anybody cheat or try to cheat or even accidentally cheat. I want to keep everything fair. My camera keeps glitching and I don't know why it does that. It's probably telling me to move on with what I'm going to do. All right. So also, in all fairness, for those of you that are new subscribers, or those of you that don't know what's in this electronic box, I'm going to put up for you the thumbnail of where I did the entire presentation of what's in that box. So take a look at this thumbnail. Go to my video playlist, look for that thumbnail, and about halfway through the video, you'll see everything that's in the electronics box. So you can go back and you can watch that. All right. Then you come to this video. You're only going to go to that video just to see what you could win. You're going to come back to this video, and only this video is where I will be pulling the entries from and do your hashtag electronics. That's it. It's pretty simple, right? Okay. I just want to do a little order because this stuff has been sitting here for a while. I do need to get it taken care of, and I want to give you a little bit of other update and information. So help me clear out. I really only got 4 boxes sitting here, and 2 of them are from the same order, but I'm not going to do all those today. I promise this is going to be relatively short. This is from DivaDog. This first little itty bitty tiny box. You can't get much smaller than that, right? This little box came from DivaDog. It was from a show on November 7th. I got it on November 12th. There's not a lot in here, but there's a lot of really nice, tasty stuff in here. So let's take a look. The first thing is these smart bones. Have you ever gotten these smart bones for your dog? Nala loves these, and they're just enough of a bone to keep her occupied for a little while. She's not an extreme chewer, so you don't need to have a dog that is. But these are no raw hides. They're wrapped with real chicken, right? They're perfect for keeping their teeth clean, for satisfying that chewing thing. She loves these. I only give her maybe, once a week or so. When we've had a good week, she's still training in a lot of areas. But when she sees me go for this, she goes bonkers. She will sit and paw and give kisses and do circles and dance and whatever she can do to try to let me know that she really wants one of these. That's how she asks for it. But she does not speak. Some dog, you'll tell a dog, go speak. And no, she doesn't do that. That's okay. At almost 10 years old, I'm not going to teach her to do that. Anyway, this typically sells for about $10, somewhere between $10.39 and $10.59 for this pack, and I got it for $5. There's 8 sticks in here. So this lasts quite a while, and she loves them. All right. There's only 2 other things in here. The next thing I got was more feet. All right. She absolutely loves duck feet, but I didn't pay for this. This was thrown in as a thank you from Miss Lydia. Guys, she is one of the most generous, thoughtful people. She takes care of her shoppers. So says thanks for always helping, because I moderate for her even when her husband is there. We call him the assistant. But even when he is there, I will help moderate for her if she's having a really busy show so that he can focus on recording who's winning everything and keep it straight for shipping. This typically sells for $10.99 retail. The duck feet on Diva's site usually might be on other sites might be $8.99. I think on her site they're like $6.99, but your retail is about $10 for this, and it's 10 single ingredient dried. Yep. Duck feed for dogs with who are sensitive to proteins like beef or chicken. So a lot of you guys tell me your dogs can't have chicken. Duck feet. Check with your vet, double check, but duck feet. Nala likes these. These are crunchy. These are like the potato chip for dogs. And it's definitely a bet you can't eat just one. And then, of course, a big pig ear I got. Her pig ears are of really good size, as you can see, almost as big as my face. So I got the pig ear. Typically, these go for $5.99 each, but she was running one of her blowout sales, and I got this for $1. A $1 pig ear. Guys, seriously, you need to go to see DivaDog. Especially look at her little thumbnails that come up when you go into whatnot, and you will see where she'll put in there. I'm trying to reach the box. Where she'll put in there $1 starts. She goes crazy, and most of this box she went crazy for. So this was from a show on November 16th. I got this on November 21st. Unbelievable bargains in here. Now, I'll give you the retail on everything because she gives us lists. I'll give you the retail on everything. Some of these you have seen before, some of these you might not have seen before. All right. So let me see what we got here. Bear with me. Okay. We're going to start with the ice cream. Hagen Dogs. Not Hagen Dazs. Hagen Dogs. This one is prime ribbed flavor, and this is made in the USA, guys. Nala loves this. This is ice cream. You very simply pull out the packet, add a certain amount of water either into the cup, or I use my little bullet. I put the water in the bullet, I put this in the bullet, mix it up, pour it all back into here, throw it in the freezer, and in about an hour, Nala's got a nice little treat. I do not give her the entire thing, but you could if you wanted to. This is a good size one. I don't know. Tell me how many ounces. Let's see. This is scoopable after about 15 minutes in the freezer, it says. And you can keep it for up to 6 weeks, so you make it as you need it. 2/3 cup of water, so that's how much it makes. It makes about 2/3 of a cup. That's pretty good. This sells for $8. This size one. This is the bigger one. I'm going to show you a smaller one. See the difference? But this big one sells for about $8. I got it for $4. Half price. All right. The two little ones. The two of these together. This one is bacon. And this one is pumpkin. Pumpkin. That's a little different. I don't know if she's going to like it. I know she's going to like the bacon. But the two of these together would sell for $8. They sell for about $4 a piece. And I got the two of them as a bundle for $4. So it was buy one, get one free, or half price off of each of them. These are the smaller ones. Again, made in the USA. You wanted what the ingredients are. Who said that? Whole milk, pumpkin, gelatin, and salt. That's it for this one. Pretty natural, right? This one has whole milk, gelatin, salt, and natural bacon flavor. As natural as you're going to get for a dog treat. Pork chop bites, and this is a big bag. This is a full 16-ounce bag of bites. This typically sells for $14.99, guys. $15 for these. I got it for $5. Pretty good deal, right? It says we will donate to dogs in need. This is the Dogs Rock brand, and on the back it'll tell you about the Dogs Rock movement. It says each year millions of dogs are put to sleep due to lack of resources, especially lack of food. Dog Rocks, which is the brand, is dedicated to lowering this ongoing rate and reaching our goal of donating 1 million meals to dog rescues and shelters to prevent unnecessary euthanization. And that is a lot of the reason. Space and costs. Let's look at the braids. Braids. These are crunchy. These are not soft and bendable. These are crunchy. Excuse me, losing my voice. But they're not rawhides. They're rawhide free. See what it says on the bottom? High protein, easy to digest, vitamin and mineral enriched, made with real milk. So be careful if you do get a braid. If you have a dog that's lactose intolerant, you don't want to give him this. But this is all natural. These braids typically sell for about $6.50 for this pack, and I got the pack for $4. Not a deep savings, but still a savings. And then, of course, you know I had to get the peanut butter wraps, the chomps. Again, rawhide free. These sell for about $7 a pack, these particular ones, and I got this for $5. So a little bit undercut. But now, keep in mind, as I mentioned in a previous video with Miss DivaDog, she does not buy pallets. So she's not getting that reject return deep discount where she's getting 300 items for $300. She is negotiating directly with these manufacturers, with the distributors, and trying to get the best deals she can with them being newly created items. In other words, wherever the stores are getting them from when they're first produced, she's going back and dealing with those people and trying to say, hey, can I get a discount for my little shop? She's getting a discount, but she's entitled to make a little bit of money. We still get these below retail, and they're not returns and rejects. They're nowhere near any expiration date. If some of them don't even have an expiration date on them. Let me take a look and see. Yeah, this one says March of 2027. 2 years out on the average, or at least a year and a half in that particular case. But if you have a dog in the house, you have anything that's going to last a year and a half? Seriously? All right. And the last thing in this box in this little order is bacon strips. And this is the 6-ounce. This is the bonus size. It's not their typical size of bacon strips. This is loaded bacon and cheese fries flavors. She likes these. I can tell she's zonked out because she heard the bag and she didn't even move. But we'll cover what's been going on with her for over the past week, just so that you know. All right. So these are one of her favorite things. One of my favorite things. Come on. Loaded potatoes with bacon and cheese. These typically go for about $5. And I got this little bag. Well, bag. 6 ounces. I got it for $2. So I thought that was a great deal. All right. That's enough of DivaDog for now. That's enough of whatnot. DivaDog is still getting 5 stars. Of course she is. Across the board. What can I say? All right. Let me give you an update on what's going on and what's coming down the pike, so to speak. We're going to keep this a very short video, a lot shorter than I'm sure that you're used to. Make sure you still, number one, doggy contest. I am getting almost daily submissions. I love these pictures. The smiles they're bringing, the chuckles they're bringing. I think you guys are all going to really enjoy this. Get your dog pictures emailed into me right here, konneeslittlecorner@gmail.com. I need to have these by the 6th. So get them to me by the 6th. On the 7th, I will release the contestants. And in there, you will have each contestant, you'll have a picture and it'll have their number. In other words, it'll say number 1, Nala, number 2, George, number 3, Smitty. You're going to have a few seconds to look at each picture. You can always pause the video to get a longer look if you wish. It doesn't matter to me what the order of your favorite is. We're picking the top dog, so to speak. So you're going to vote for your favorite. When you're done with the video, you go into that video and that video alone, and you put your comment for winner. And you'll put your comment's going to be very simple. Number 1, winner. Number 2, winner. Number 3, whatever. Just make sure you have the number sign, the actual number, and the name of the winner. All right. So if you're voting for number 1 Nala, then you put number 1 Nala. I don't know yet. There might be 2 dogs with the same name, but let's just kind of like double check, two-step authenticity, two-step authentication. Put the number and the name when you put your vote in the video. And I will give you probably about a week. I'm not sure exactly yet. I'll let you know in that video. But I will give everybody a reasonable amount of time. I think probably a week. I'll give them to like maybe Thursday and then announce the winner. Now, any announcements for who wins the box? If you haven't seen an announcement, that's one of 2 reasons. Either it hasn't been won, or I've been communicating with the winner and they either haven't claimed it or they have asked that I don't release their name. When a winner has been chosen, going forward, what I will let you know is, like I did in a previous video, I will put up, and the winner is, I'll put something on the thumbnail so that you know that that particular box, whether it be the dog box or the beauty box or the electronic box, I'll let you know. You have to pay attention, guys, because you know what? I don't have your emails. A lot of your YouTube accounts, you did not put your email addresses on your profiles. I can comment on your comment to let you know you won, but other than that, I don't have a way to reach you. So I will be announcing in the videos. I'm hoping you'll all pay attention. I'll announce that there's a winner in the video. I will put up the picture of who won. It's going to be up to you guys to claim. You're going to have 48 hours to claim it. So hopefully you're watching. You're not just voting and then walking away and ignoring it, because this is what happens. You vote, you want to win, and then you don't claim it, and we're going in circles. The holidays are coming. I don't have much time left to get these boxes out, and depending on where you live, right, the postal service, it slows down drastically come Christmas. So let's make sure that everybody stays focused on the goal, on the prize, and on the givey. All right, so where was I? Okay, the beauty box is still running on, not on this video, on the prior video, all right, that says the beauty contest, that has a picture of the girl putting her makeup on the thumbnail, all right? That's where you're going to do your hashtag beauty if you want to get in on that. On the 7th, I will be announcing, which is just a couple of days, I'm going to be announcing who has won the beauty box. So again, keep an eye out for my thumbnails. And make sure you watch the videos, put notifications on so that you don't miss it. All right, so that covers the dog, that covers the beauty box. The electronics is going up. Again, that's starting today. So on this video, you do your hashtag electronics, and I will let this run for about a week, and then we'll reselect. Gosh, I'm telling you guys. Oh, Miss Nala. She decided to come over and say hello. She's been having a little bit of a rough morning. So we'll do just a little bit brief of Nala news, okay? So you know what's going on with all the contests. Hopefully you put your entry on the correct videos. If you don't, I'll let you know that it's either an incorrect comment, please resubmit, or incorrect video, please resubmit on the correct video. I'll do my best to keep it straight. And if we work together, we'll get these goodie boxes out because these are some fantastic things. Oh, and by the way, the beauty box had so much in it, I actually had to split it into 2 boxes. So whoever wins the beauty box is going to get the big size box that I showed you, and then a little smaller box that I usually use for shipping out jewelry. But it was just bulging too much, and I know the post office wouldn't take it, and I didn't trust it not to burst. Okay, a little bit of Nala news. How has she been doing since the visit that she had at the vet's on Monday? She's doing quite well, actually, not being on the pain medications on a continuing basis. She has a little bit more energy. Her appetite is a little more normalized. I've only had to give her pain meds once, and she was favoring it. Now, a lot of that could also be arthritis in the back end because it was a very rainy day. My knees were bothering me, but when I saw her limping and not putting weight on that foot, I just gave her medication for it. It's kind of like we don't take Tylenol on a regular basis. We only take it when we have a headache. So she's only getting that pain medication when she has a knee ache, when she shows me she has a knee ache. She's really good at hiding pain, but I'm really good at watching all the subtle signs that go along with whether or not she's having pain. As far as her bladder infection and UTI go, we won't know that. She goes back on the 15th for another check to see how that infection is doing. She is on a 900 milligrams twice a day antibiotic. We're taking a very aggressive approach. We're not going to be walking her, maybe only once or twice a week, trying to keep her out of strange environments around the community, not knowing what bacteria that she might pick up. We're going to confine her just to her space in the backyard, close area around where I've walked her recently, and no big terrain. In other words, no steep hills or steep inclines, nothing that's going to put pressure on that knee. So we've had to modify a little bit of everything on her. Shy of that, she's still a hand hound. You can see my arm moving. She's sitting here and I'm just petting and scratching at her and trying to keep her happy and content as much as I can, because that's her favorite thing. That's what she absolutely loves. As far as me, y'all might recall I told you I had to go into town. I had to get my annual ultrasound done on my thyroid. My thyroid nodules have not changed. They have not grown at all in the past year. So we're leaving them be. We're not taking any action. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's not bothering me. I'm not having any complications or problems from it. My weight loss has stalled, and I'm pretty sure that's my own doing. I'm not as focused on it. I've been focusing so much on Miss Nala, I'm not actually really paying close attention to what I consume, my activity levels. Of course, I'm not walking every day because I'm not walking her. And I'm not going to go out without her and leave her. That would be just like torture for her to watch me go walking and her not to be with me. So I'm okay with that. A little bit of the weight has come back on, not a lot, just a couple of pounds, I think 2.5 pounds. Could be water weight. She's retaining water weight from her meds. I could be retaining water weight. Who knows? But I'm not going to freak about it. I'm going to try to keep a positive attitude that both she and I are going to continue going in the right direction with our health and what we need to do. I know a lot of you have been dealing with some health issues, and I am crossing my fingers and praying for you guys that you get all your health issues under control. It's important that we do that, especially the older we get. And the last thing I want to touch on is, y'all, if you've been following me, you know I have no heat in my house. I still technically have no heat in my house. I have reached out to secure an attorney to get involved, unfortunately. I have sent very strong emails to the warranty company, as well as to my builder, as to what my expectations are under what I'm allowed under the warranty. And I did spend some time yesterday running around trying to secure a heat source. I was very generously, there's the park where I live is a combination of mobile home, tiny home park, and there's a whole different section that is RVs and fifth wheels, that kind of thing. Well, an RV occupant basically said, here's a portable heater, go stay warm. So it's enough to keep this front area, the kitchen, the bathroom, and the living room, comfortable. It keeps it at about 68, 69 degrees, which I can live with. I have closed off the bedroom, though. The only time I open that bedroom door is to pass through it to let Nala out when she has to go, but I always make sure I close it behind me. Yes, I know I could unplug and move the heater back and forth between the two rooms, but I'm not using the bedroom. I can sleep on the futon in the living room, which I have been doing. It's more important that she and I stay warm and stay comfortable as opposed to trying to balance the house. All the plumbing is in this part of the house between the kitchen and the bathroom. That's where I need to keep it warm. There's no plumbing in the bedroom. I don't have to worry about it, right? I'm just glad there's a door that I can kind of close it off and not have to deal with that. Hopefully in the next few days, I'll have some sort of a resolution or something will be coming up. It's pretty frustrating when you have a brand new home and something like this happens and you have a warranty that's just not being honored. So yeah. The maker of my mini splits, in case you want to know who to avoid, is Della, Della. And their warranty company is Align, Align. So buyer beware. There are better companies out there that make a better product that is not, this product has been malfunctioning not only from the initial installation, but the replacement heads that they brought in have also been malfunctioning. 4 heads, 1 unit, nothing still working. And I have discovered that my home is not the only tiny home that these Della units have been installed in and that they have failed. And the warranty company has gotten worse, probably because they're getting more claims. They've gotten worse about honoring the warranty or trying to get around certain parts of the warranty, trying to start charging me for things and not following the wording of the warranty, or they're interpreting it to work for them. So, buyer beware. PSA, right? Okay. Questions, concerns, queries, posers, anything about these contests that are going on. Put your comments down below. Ask your questions. Send me an email, konneeslittlecorner@gmail.com. Number 1, the dog videos. The dog canine costume contest. Get those pictures in by December 6th. Keep your eyes peeled for the contestant parade, the pet parade, on December 7th so that you can vote for who's going to win that fantastic doggy treat box. Contest number 2, the beauty box is still running. Make sure you only put #beauty, and it's the hashtag symbol, not the word #beauty. It's that number sign. hashtag beauty, just as you see it up here on the screen. Put that comment on that video before that runs out, because I'm going to be announcing that probably also on the 7th. So you have until the 6th to vote on that for the beauty box and the electronic box on this video only. Nothing else prior counts, period. This video, hashtag electronics. I will run this for about a week, and then I will do all three of those. Well, excuse me, two of those. The beauty box and electronics will be done by the random picker, the YouTube random comment picker, and you will be voting on who is the top dog for the costumes. If there's a tie, I will break the tie. All right. I think that's the fairest way to do it. I don't want to extend the contest to break the tie simply because that would delay the box going out, and the box would not get out in time to be holiday gifts for the pups. Right? Okay. Big thumbs up. Don't forget to share this or hype it. Depending on if you've already hyped 3 times in a week, you might not see the hype button. And depending on what device you're using, you might not see the option to hype. You might only see the option to share. It's the same thing. Share it. Get it out into the algorithms. Hype it. That also gets it out into the algorithms. And by all means, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, please. You got to be a subscriber to get in on the goodie boxes. Hopefully you've been watching for a while and you just haven't subscribed. Subscription's free. Hit the subscribe button. You're in for so much more as a subscriber. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that you see when I comment on your comments or when I put something into the community post that's important for you to see, or when a new video comes up. I also am starting to create a new Givey box for the springtime, and that's probably going to either be a gardening box or a kitchen box. So leave me a comment what kind of subscriber appreciation Givey box, which of those you would prefer. Would you like a gardening box, or would you prefer a kitchen box? Anyway, stay hydrated. Above all else, please stay sweet. And I will catch you very soon announcing some winners